Alright guys, today we're going to run the Studebaker with our newfound power.
Studebaker works good.
Oh my! Yep. Oh my. Turbo? No. Does it have a hole? No, it blew the dipstick hole. Yep, blew the little plug out of the dipstick hole. Yep. Alright. I thought we fixed that. It was just a pounding thing. Oh yeah. It's gonna need a mechanical restraint. Yep. Oh, it needs a pipe plug. Yep. Well, we got pipe taps in the thing, and plus I'm sure they do, and we'll get grease. Okay.
All down over the far side, all 2000 EMC Sonoma. I think this with a 500
Alright, we had a minor mishap. The front sump oil dipstick plug that we made popped out. Obviously we were seeing a little bit of elevated crankcase pressure, but we fixed that with a drill and tap and a little bolt in the plug, and we zip tied it to the block. So hopefully we won't be spraying oil in the next pass. I also turned up the boost, so we're going to see what it does.
Wow. Here's got to be one of your all-time favorites. Studebaker, 6-cylinder with a turbo.
Hey.
I'm not being smart, but those cars are about as good. That thing works good. 8th mile, 667, 101 in the 8, 1060 at 122 at the end of the quarter. 6-cylinder with a turbo. I'm not being smart.
Carries the front tires about 3 inches. Oh yeah. Turn up the launch, so I'm gonna turn it up even more. Yep.
Feeling better.
Yep. It's not spraying oil. Yep. 101 in the 8th. It's back. Cool. That's the quickest it's ever been. Previous best time was a 1094 at 119, I think.
At 120 mile an hour. Here's something you gotta see every day. Studebaker 6-cylinder of the turbo. Going to Bob Miller's LTD in the far side.
Has oil pressure. Went through just over 6,000 RPMs.
2 hours.
1038 at 126.
Weight of probably 20 pounds. Mustang's getting it figured out earlier. It was bucking and snorting and carrying on. Now it's Hey, Calvin Nelson, this is one different automobile. Studebaker, 6-cylinder, turbo. I'll tell you what, it runs really well. Might just wait for everything to clear it off up on top. Six-cylinder, yeah. That's big. 1027, 127.
Alright, so we just broke our personal best yet again. It went a 1027 at 127. Had a little mishap with our dipstick tube. The crankcase pressure was obviously building, and this popped up out. Blew a little bit of oil, but we didn't get anything on the track, so yeah, it happened right at the end of the pass. I didn't even let out, and so, you know, oops. But I think that's all we're going to get out of this. Well, I should say I'm maxed out on my duty cycle with my boost controller, so we could change springs and run a little bit more boost, but I haven't looked at the data yet, but I have a feeling that turbo may be done. It may have given all that it can, so I'm going to call it a day here. And this is very encouraging because if it can run a 1027 up here at Beaver at altitude, that means at Cecil, it can probably run at 9. Alright guys, so we had a great day today at Beaver Springs. The car performed very well. We had a few mishaps with oil leaving the engine in undesired manners, but you know, it happens. We probably should have drilled and tapped that front oil dipstick location, but we had already assembled the engine by the time it would have made sense to do that. Don't want to get shavings and stuff into the oil pan, so we ended up making that plug. Obviously that plug didn't work as intended, and here we are. So yeah, additionally the dipstick that made a little you know, sprung up at under high crankcase pressure. That's a very common issue. We should probably upgrade to a locking dipstick of some sort, but that, I mean, this car really isn't meant to be a race car. You know, it's more of my street car. I like to cruise it around, take it to car shows, that sort of thing. So whether it works well at the track or not, you know, that kind of is besides the point. Overall, I'm very happy with how it performed. It went the quickest and fastest pass that it has ever gone. It went a 1027 at 127, which is very respectable for the parts that are in the car. You know, it's a completely stock 2004 engine with some valve springs and a 65 millimeter turbo. So I'd say that's some pretty good performance. If we wanted to go faster, both my dad and I agree is we need to go from the 342s that are in the car right now, we need to change to a 308 because the engine just does not produce good power above 5,700 RPM. So all of the top end of the track, it's dead. I mean, it goes from 105 in the eighth to 127 in the quarter, and it should be going well over 130. Just to further drive that point, the Fairmont has 308s in it currently, and it goes 134, no issues, and that was with a smaller turbo. So without a doubt, I think these engines definitely prefer a higher gear ratio than maybe what is typical, so take that as you will. So with that, we're going to end the video off here. Make sure you like and subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll see you in the next one.
Where's the darn